This is a review of the Nemo Equipment 9-foot by 9-foot bug out shelter. When I was looking to get one, there wasn't a lot of information I could find on it, so I thought I'd throw up a review once I had taken it out on a few trips and stuff. Had it out a few times now, and I feel like I can give a good review on it now. This is the smaller of the two models that they sell. There's the 9x9, which I have, and also the 12x12. The 9x9 has been plenty big enough for me. It's about 6 feet tall in the center, plenty of room to stand up, and then on the sides here, about 4 feet tall. That setup is really easy. Find 2 trees, string it up between them. Ideally, you'd have 4 trees, so you could run these corners off to another tree. I use this typically when I'm canoe camping, so what I'll do is I'll put a canoe paddle right here to use as a pole for this. If not, the only problem is you can still set it up, but you have to run your line out pretty far away from the tent, so that's a pretty good tripping hazard. But the line that it comes with is reflective, shows up really well at night. It's a really nice feature, and I've had no problems with that at all. All 4 of the corners have these nice big grommets on the ends, really easy to get your line through there to get hooked up to the tree. At each corner there's different stakeout points. You can see that I have this staked down pretty low. It's probably about 1.5 feet left of the mesh there. So you can vary the height that you put it at. Typically I have a little bit left on the bottom. I like to have some mesh left under so that it makes it harder for any bugs to get in. On the sides with the 2 tallest corners, there's actually 3 zippers. The third one is all the way down at the bottom there, keeping it closed. But then you have 2 zippers here, so you can open up. It's just a real thin entry so you can get in without letting too many bugs in. Then having the 3 zippers like this makes it nice. So if you were to string a hammock up or something like that, you could run the line straight through that hole, zip it up nice and tight so you couldn't get bugs in. This could definitely be useful for hammock camping. I don't have one. I've been using it for this canoe camping. We've been cooking and sitting under the bug net whenever it's buggy and we just want to get out. It's done a real good job of keeping the bugs out. There's plenty of room on the inside for chairs, cooking. I haven't had any rain in it yet, but I don't think it would have any problem keeping the rain off of you. Another real nice feature is that if it's not buggy and you just wanted it for a rain shelter or a sun shelter, you can actually roll up the screen on the sides, let it breeze through. You can come in and out much easier. Then these are real nice. It's not just the regular dog bone that you stick through. You can actually cinch it up so you can make sure it stays nice and tight. There's also extra guy out points on the tarp. Another one up top. There's several all throughout the tarp, so you can really set it up where it's going to be just fine in the wind. They've really put a lot of thought into this, it seems like. You can see on the sides there's even like little rain gutters, so when the water does come down, it's going to get caught in there. It's not going to roll down your screen on the side. It should just come nicely down and come off this way to the bottom sides. They've really done a good job of putting all the little, engineering every little thing, making sure it's going to be a nice setup for you. I've been really happy with it. I've had no issues. It's not something I would consider taking backpacking probably unless you were going to use it with a hammock. I think it would be a real nice setup for a hammock because then you not only have the shelter for yourself inside the hammock, but you also have room where you can cook and even sit without having to worry about being in the bugs. The stakes it comes with are pretty nice. They're light and pretty strong. I haven't bought a lot of tents that come with this nice of a stake, so I was pleasantly surprised to get those. So here it is put all the way in its stuff sack. I don't bother trying to fold it up and roll it and put it in. I just stuff it right in. Haven't had any problems. I found that it was kind of tricky trying to get it all folded up just because the shape and the different materials, the tarp and the mesh just kind of made it tricky, but I've had no problems just stuffing it right in. If you wanted to get it in a smaller package, I think you definitely could. If you put it in a compression sack, I think you could get this thing down quite a bit smaller. Even just by hand, I can compress it pretty good. So the stuff sack is plenty big. Overall, I've been really pleased with this. I really like Nemo. They seem like an excellent company. I was so pleased with this. I ended up buying one of their tents as well, the low-C 2-person tent, and I like that just as much. This has become and one of my favorite pieces of gear, and I highly recommend it.